What's happening, people? Dan Lawless here, West Ham Fan TV, giving you a transfer update. We've been a bit slack on the transfer videos, to be honest with you, but we're getting on it. Like the news has been sketchy, but there's been a big story that's broke today, so we're gonna get to that. Before we get to that, as you guys know, this video is backed by OneFootball. Don't forget, OneFootball's app lets you keep up to date with all the stats, scores, and goals, all in one place. I use it. Check it out in the link in the description below, and let me know what you think of it. Anyway, getting on. Lee Clayton, sports editor of the Daily Mail, also West Ham fan, has come out and basically come out on social media, and I think on the Daily Mail website, and said that the Chinese club is putting in a £35 million bid. He calls it a huge £35 million bid for Marko Arnautovic, which is it's sort of got the West Ham sort of social medias in a bit of a storm. People debating back and forth. Yes, do we take it? No, do we not? What's going on? 35 million. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. 35 million. While it's a profit, you know, all the times when, you know, people have been saying, oh, Marko Arnautovic, a bigger club's going to come in for him and buy him or whatever. 35 million was not the fee that I had in mind for him. I'd be thinking a little bit more, because he is a very important player to us. In fact, he's arguably our most important player. You know, he's just been brilliant. Since we signed him in the summer 2017, he's been unreal. He scored 19 goals and 52 appearances. It's not just the goals, everything else he does on the pitch. He works tirelessly, and it would be a massive loss. I mean, when you look at it on both sides, the man is going to be 30 in April. So it's coming up to being 30 years old. So you wonder how much longer we're going to get out of him performing. You know, he's had a couple of injuries. I don't feel like we've really got the most out of him that we can get. He's been brilliant for us. But, you know, I'd love to see him here for at least another season. But again, coming up 30 years old, is 35 million still too good to turn down? I don't think we should take it. And you're talking about January as well. This is a January transfer thing, so that means he'd have to go this month. We'd lose him this month, which I think would be a ridiculous decision to sell pretty much arguably your best player in January, mid-season, when we're hoping to have an FA Cup challenge. You know, we want to try and finish as high up the table as possible. It's not going to happen. I can't see West Ham doing it. But it's not just about the fee. China are known for paying exorbitant wages, massive wages, which might be too tempting for Arnautovic to turn down. I mean, look, if I'm a football player, if I'm Marko Arnautovic, I'm thinking, look, I'm coming towards the final years of my career. Am I likely to be winning any trophies? Am I likely to get to this stage where I can play for someone where I'm going to win trophies? If it's not that likely, then I want to make as much money as I can before I retire. You know, they have very short careers, footballers. They do earn a lot of money. But look, then you've got, you know, the next 40-odd years, 50 years to either find a new profession or live off what you've earned. So, you know, for that security, I'm just going to go out and earn as much as possible. And so China may be too tempting. I mean, he did tear that Chinese league to pieces. But, yeah, I don't think we should take it. And that's the thing as well. Like, look, 35 million. You know, it's a decent bit of money to come in and put towards another player. But there's no guarantee that you can replace that player. And he can come in and fill that void that Arnautovic has left. Like, look at Chelsea with Diego Costa. You know, they went and sold Diego Costa. Now, there were circumstances around that. But then they brought in Morata, who hasn't even been able to fill Diego Costa's boots the tiniest bit. He's been no comparison to Diego Costa. So it'd be a massive loss. Where you're looking at the fact that we are quite light on quality strikers when you look at it in football players. You know, yeah, we can chip in with goals from, like, look, Anderson scores goals. But then you've got Carroll's injury record. You've got Hernandez's injury record and uncertain future. And you've got Perez, who hasn't been that consistent and that great. You know, so you're asking us to sell pretty much our only real dependable striker. Mental. Unless we have someone of quality and proven experience coming in, nah, we shouldn't entertain it. And, you know, like I said, from the rumblings that West Ham are going to turn it down. However, it just depends on the pressure and what Arnautovic does. And you know, if they're offering him flipping, I don't know, 250 grand a week, that might just be too much for him to turn down, and he'll put the pressure on and leave. You know, maybe I'd feel a bit more comfortable selling him in the summer. But then that deal might go. I don't know. I just think we'd be mad. Yes, he is nearly 30, but what he brings, and I think he's definitely got at least another 1 or 2 seasons performing at this level. So we'll see. You know, I can't see it happening myself. I can't see it happening. I think Arnautovic is happy here. But it just depends how much he loves money. So we'll see. Look out for all the Arsenal preview stuff, and done some stuff with Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV that's coming out soon. And hopefully we'll have some more transfer news. I want to hear more concrete stuff coming in. There's been drips and drabs. So let me know in the comments below, would you sell Arnautovic to China for that 35 million, or would you keep him? That's what I want to know. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, all of that stuff. And one thing left to say, come on you are.